everybody. My name is Ginaline Ruder. I go by Jing, like Jingle Bells. I'm a physical therapist here in the US. So I just want to answer. I'll show you, share with you the screen. So this is the answer, partly answer, Emmanuel. Uh, he said on the YouTube page, great video, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I would like more videos of how you get your employment sponsorship visa, the agency, and so on. Also videos of your daily life at work in the US. Okay, so it's a slew of questions there, and it will take more than just this video to answer all those questions. But for some of you who already watched my previous videos, it took me 9 long years before I finally was able to set my foot here in the US to practice as a physical therapist. I started application in 2002. I applied in an agency owned by a Filipino, and so unfortunately, I was with that agency for years, maybe 4 years, and nothing happened. I was not given an update as to what was really happening. They cannot really remember who I am, even though I've been with them for 4 years or so. So I applied for another company, and that company filed for my immigrant visa for Florida. But and because I was applying for Florida, I need to get the jurisprudence or law examination. So in 2008, I applied for a tourist visa so I could take the Florida jurisprudence examination. I went to New York. So needless to say, that immigrant visa was in retrogression. So it was delayed in processing. And then I found another agency who filed for me, and I was in New York that time, and I asked them prior to filing if it is possible for me not to go back to the Philippines and just get my working visa. And yes, my visa was approved, but they said I had to go back to the Philippines to be interviewed, and so I can get my working visa. So I went back to the Philippines, and it was not approved. So it was a whole ordeal of depression. I mean, it was a clinical depression. I could not sleep. I was so restless. I almost died, technically, because I've been without sleep for days and weeks, and until I finally, texted my friend, a doctor friend, to help me out, and she literally saved my life. And I've been went through, medication and counseling. I recovered from that, and finally, after I don't know 2 to 3 years, I met another. I was introduced to another agency to whom my friend was successfully able to be petitioned. And this agency, processed my working visa. I went to the US Embassy again to be interviewed, but it was when I went for my interview, it was pending. So I didn't know if it will be approved or not, but they had my passport. They hold my passport and for review. So it was a time of my life where I was teaching, and I was also involved in insurance company. So I was doing good with that company as well. So I came to the point where I was not giving up hope in my heart that someday I will be able to go to the US. But at the same time, I found peace that I am doing what I love doing while waiting. I was teaching, and I love teaching, and I was doing good with the insurance company. So it's as if God put me in a place where I am satisfied of who I was and what I was doing. And then one day I was sitting in the office of the insurance company up in the 20th floor or something, and I received a phone call, and that's from the US Embassy in Manila. And he said, well, your visa has been approved, and we're gonna send you your passport with your visa on it. And I'm kidding you not, it was so surreal. It was unbelievable. I have no word to describe it. It's like I feel so light. I feel like my spirit went out of my body, because at that point I was no longer like striving so hard or fighting God about it. I came to a point like I'm waiting patiently and silently, and for it to be granted by the time was just super. I was just super elated and blessed, and I cried, and I can't believe it was finally approved after like more than 9 years of processing. So it was a long journey for me to be able to get here, and have the working visa. So I had my working visa. I then had my immigrant visa, and then now I'm a US citizen. So it is a journey. It was a 9 long-year journey, but it's all worth it. And I can tell you honestly, while I was there, God was working my skills and my character as a person while waiting. So there was a lot of reason behind the waiting period, and I just have to come to terms that God is in control, and if He put this hope in me, the dream in me that I'm going to the US someday, and that dream is still there inside my heart, irregardless of what's happening around me. There's still like a flickering hope inside my heart that it will happen. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it will. And that gave me the peace while I was waiting. So hang in there. And if you have dreams and hopes that is deep inside your heart, pray for wisdom on how you're going to reach that dream, that hope, and God will show you the way. And He will use people, places, events, situation beyond your imagination. Heart. Life is never perfect. We have a lot of ups and downs. It doesn't mean that when you come here your life will be perfect. Problems will always come, but as long as you have hope, as long as you have faith, as long as you have love, then you will be blessed, and dreams do come true through God's grace and direction. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and stay blessed. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to hit the subscribe button below. It is for free for the latest video updates. Thank you for your support, and stay blessed.